Welcome to Psychic Medium Toni Green. This is Toni Green. I am Toni Green, and we are about to start the show. We are about to get started with the Q&A and the connections. If you would like to ask a question, you can either call in on Podbean. If you want to call in, or you can put a question in the chat on Podbean or in the chat on YouTube if you're watching live on YouTube. Okay, so that's out of the way. So you can either download the Podbean app, go to Toni Green, go to live, Toni Green and entertainment and me to find me, and then get in there and call in. And I won't be answering phone calls right away because I'm going to do a bit of an intro, and then I'll answer phone calls and questions on YouTube. Or if you are watching live on YouTube, you can put your question or your connection to whomever it is you would like to talk to in the chat. The question should be about life, love, career, finances. No medical questions because it'll get me doxxed by all the powers that be. And if you are asking a question, please ask a new question. Please have something new that you want to know. I hope that makes sense to you. If you want to connect with a loved one, I just need their name, their relationship to you. And if you have a specific question for them, put that in the exact same message. Okay, first and foremost, I go live every Monday at noon and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Both of those times are Central. I also, this show does air on WSCS, all of its affiliate channels and podcasts, on Rude Rangers TV, all of its affiliate channels, podcast, radio stations, and streaming stations. Now you know that. Yay. Now we all know that. Don't get scammed. I will never, ever, 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 ever reach out to you. Anybody who does reach out to you is scamming you. And I don't have anybody that works for me reaching out to people. Believe me, if I had somebody working for me, if I had somebody working for me, they wouldn't be reaching out to people. They'd be doing my taxes. They would be doing my marketing. They would be editing my books. They would not be reaching out to people. Okay, I do have 7 books that I have authored. And this is the one we are doing a book club on. We do the book club every Tuesday at noon Central. You can just listen in, or you can join in the chat, or on Podbean. You can call in and give commentary on the book, how you feel. We're doing one question a week right now. This next Tuesday's question, it's every Tuesday at noon, if I didn't say that. What if everything you want is right behind everything you don't? How does that change your life? What do you do next? We're going to discuss it Tuesday at noon. Tuesday at noon. If you want your very own copy of this big, beautiful book, the link is in the description. Okay, so today I'm going to start with songs, and there have not been very many songs and or names that have been coming through, but we're going to see what we can get right now. I do have 2 songs I was getting prior to the show, and we're going to start with those. The first one is it's so old. My mama used to run around the house singing it. The DIVORCE is final today. That's when country songs were so sad, folks. That's when country songs were so sad. That's the first song. The second song is I don't really know the words, but the one line I am getting, I'm going to tell you it's maybe I'm a different breed. That's all I'm getting on that song. The songs can be a song you know, your loved one knows, a song you listen to together, you hear it and you think of them, or the song could be the answer to a question that you have. Okay, so any other songs? The next song is Living on a Prayer. The next song is they just keep singing Living on a Prayer. That's like all of the world right now, just living on a prayer. The next song is nope, no, I'm not getting any other songs right now. If I get them through the show, I will share them with you. Any names coming through? Delilah. The next name is Scrumptious. I want to make a joke. I can't. uh, okay, we're gonna keep moving right along. The next name is Malik. The next name is Bobby. And it's so funny because at the beginning of the names, they kept saying Bob. And I just like in my mind said back to them, I say Bob on every single show. So then they threw Bobby in there. They will always get it through. They will always do it. The next name is Jerome, Tammy, Lynette, and Johnson. And that's all I'm doing for names. I'm going to start answering questions now. If you have a question and you are on Podbean, you can either put it in the chat. And thank you so much, everybody, for um, joining the show, asking your questions, calling in. Thank you so much for your likes and your comments. And if you're not subscribed and you want to know when I go live, please subscribe so you can get those notifications. Okay. Pat, I did the clearing you requested tonight. It took me 2 takes, and the second take was not very good. Right now it's on TikTok. I have not put it up on anything else yet. Um, Clearly it was much needed all the way around. Okay. All righty. Hey, Amy. Hi, Darlene, DC, and CR Mencud. I'm sorry, I'm just going to call you CR. Welcome to Podbean. Love Light says, "Hi, can you please reach my best friend Tyler Mitchell just to see if he has any messages?" I was getting some information in Hey Drops of Jupiter. I confirmed that information with Love Light, and the first thing I asked, were there medications and or drugs involved? Yes. And then the next thing I asked, it was this an OD or another form of like because there's something about, I can't say the word um because again, here in America where it's free speech, I can't say so many words because they're triggering. But I did ask if there was a pew pew, because I keep getting that, I keep seeing and getting a one of those. And so he said, he was, or Love Light, I'm sorry, Love Light said, that they believe someone Mickey'd him. That's what he was told. Okay, so now we're all updated, but he was young. He was 23, 24. But this started when he was very young. Like something started when he was 12. And Love Light, I'd love it for you to come down in the comments or not you come down. I went down in the comments so that I can communicate with you. If you know, I'm just going to confirm what I'm hearing from him and tell you. And if you can confirm this is true, that would be great. This started when he was 12, maybe not with what he ended up at, but it started with something, maybe drinking, maybe just drinking, maybe something lighter. Um, and it might have started with a pharmaceutical, like a prescription that he received and just never, then just kept going there. But it did start there when he was 12. And or something happened to him that made it start. Okay, so that's where we are with that. Tyler does want to tell you it was a wild ride. Oh, they always say that it was a wild ride. Um, don't feel bad, but don't go down roads you shouldn't be on. Don't go down roads nobody should be on. Um, and why is Tyler showing me a vehicle? It's like an old, I want to say it's an old school vehicle in an alley. So Tyler is showing me like an old school vehicle in an alley. Sorry. And at first there was a red vehicle, but now there's a blue vehicle. So I don't know if it's two different vehicles or if they changed the color of the vehicle. And then the next thing, okay, so what's your message, Tyler? What's your message for, and that's and that's the person, and that's the person, and that's the person, and that's the person. I think the vehicle, and that's the person. Okay. My other friend, my best friend watches you too. My other friend. Oh, I love that. Thank you. She says, so far I'm spot on. Okay. And I got into a little trouble with it. Yeah. Um, I think, don't go down roads, right? I'm just going to repeat that. But the one thing, do you know, is the vehicle, I don't know if the vehicle is going to make sense to you, but his mama or somebody in his house will know the vehicle. Somebody in his house will know, like, basically what the vehicle's about. The next thing that Tyler would say to you is, um, Love Light, I'm going to ask you like a couple of quick questions because of things I'm seeing and or hearing, and they're coming in so quickly that I'm just letting Tyler go. Is there a child with like brownish hair, like a little not blonde, but like whatever, a younger child, or was there a younger child with um like a brown colored hair? And then the next thing is shoot, I forgot the next thing already. Poo poo. Um, okay, Tyler, what was the other thing? Oh, school. Love Light. Are you thinking or have you what's going on with school? With you in training school. What's going on with that? He has a child, yes, a daughter. Yes. Yes. Okay, thank you. Um, if you could do him a solid, this is just I'm repeating it how I'm hearing, and I'm gonna try not to cry because it's so early in the show for me to fall apart this hard. Whenever you see her, remind her he loves her, and when you hug her, he'll be there, like, kind of not using you to hug her, but hugging her with you. And, please, for as long as you're in contact with them, just remind her that he loved her. Please remind her of that. Okay, and then the school thing, I need to get my GED, but I'm thinking of getting a degree. Yeah, okay, or a certificate. Yeah, because I keep hearing go to school, 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 go to school. Like it's just on repeat and it's solid. He's saying the longer you put it off, the worse it's going to be. Like the longer you put it off, the more time you put in between it, the stronger it's going to be of you not doing it. I want to know, what do you want to go to school for? Because I know what I'm hearing, Love Light, and I just need to know, what do you want to, what are you thinking? What do you think you want? And then I'll tell you what Tyler says you want. Let's go there. Let's do that next. Um Ooh, sorry about that. Graphic design and brand marketing. I love that. Absolutely love that. Um, do you know of someone who's a welder, Love Light, who does welding? Because I keep hearing welding, welding, welding. If not, it's okay. Maybe Tyler knew somebody who did welding, but I just keep hearing welding, welding, welding. Love Light says, yes, I have a friend who's going to school for welding. So that's your confirmation. Anybody who's doubting this or says wants to get on here and says, you're not a psychic or you don't blah blah blah. This right here. Okay, Love Light. That's another confirmation for you. Get signed up now. You can do most of what you want to do online, so it won't be so overwhelming for you. This is coming from Tyler. Get signed up now. Don't put it off any longer. You have no right. I'm saying what I'm hearing. So please, people, don't. I'm, these are Tyler's words, not mine. Okay? You have no right to waste any more time or any more of your life on excuses and justifications. Get your poop, not the word used, in a group and get on it. Don't take it for granted. Start making something of the life you have. Do like make what you want happen. Okay? Everybody's afraid. Everybody's afraid. Listen, every show I do, I'm like, before it starts, okay? Like, seriously, I am. And then I get on and I see my bangs and it distracts me and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to fix my bangs. And then I'm not afraid anymore because I'm just trying to fix my bangs. Part of the reason I keep bangs. Um, don't waste any more of your life. Be an example and get going. That's the message that Tyler, that's the biggest message that Tyler has for you. And if you do this and you do it right sooner, you will be amazed at how quickly everything turns around for you. So please don't put it off any longer. Please allow yourself. There's a part of you that feels, this is from Tyler, there's a part of you that feels you don't deserve like maybe your word wouldn't be deserve, but you don't deserve it. And everything that has happened up until now has just been teaching you, has been showing you, And now is the time for you to know, those were the roads you went down, but your new roads can be completely different. Okay? You're not your past. You're not your past. Okay? You and everybody has a past. Okay? So okay, love light, that is your message from Tyler. Thank you for participating in your session, your mini winnie session here. I appreciate it. Hey, everybody on Podbean, thank you. If you have a question, please put it in the chat. I'll be happy to answer it. Cora says, what would be the outcome if I decided to move to Atlanta with Donnell Boyd? His dad said he's thinking about asking. Okay, I'm going to ask this a little bit differently, Cora, and I'm going to ask the way I'm asking it. I'm going to say it out loud the way I'm asking it. The first thing I would say is moving to Atlanta in Cora's best interest. I get a yes. The next question I would say, are Cora and Donnell, do they have the potential to have yeah, they're telling me yes, a potential to have a really good, healthy relationship? Again, I get a yes, like before I even finish asking. The next way I would say it is if she moves to Atlanta, will it be a healthy, loving situation? Yes. And then the last thing I would ask on this, Cora, is Donnell good for Cora? Yes. I am getting all yeses, lovey-dove. Don't say anything until he asks. Let him bring it up, and then make sure you ask. Don't just say yes. Make sure you are very, very serious about this, and you ask all the questions. Make a list of questions. Don't let him know you have a list of questions, because but make sure you find out, like, what does this look like, what does that mean about us, then where, because listen, if I'm moving from one state to another state for a man, there had better be some seriousness in that situation before I do that. I'm going to want to know what all of that looks like. I'm going to want to know what my business or my job is going to look like there. I'm going to want to make sure that I can survive while I'm there, and start looking for, if I work for people, that company, or promoting my business there. Those are very important things because we live in a real world. And so do all of those things now. Start looking at all of that, and make sure you ask the important questions. Okay, love? And you guys, I go through the questions as I receive them. So please don't repeat your question in the chat, because it's very difficult for me to keep track going back and forth. And then if I find a second question, I will answer your question if I have time in the show and I can get to it. If your question is super duper important and I can't get to it, schedule an appointment with me. I do private sessions. And you can go to my website, tonig.info, and I'm happy to do a private session if I can't get you in and your question is very important and you need that answer. Karen says, hi, Toni, can you see if it's worth fixing my son's car? No. Well, yes, no, yes, no. The I instantly hear no. However, this is what I'm going to say. In today's world, there is not everybody is ready to buy another vehicle and or finance another vehicle. That's not always very easy for everyone, but I do feel like his vehicle, I feel like whatever, I, I don't know if they have found everything with this, but I feel like whatever it is going to be, it might be a bit to fix. Or, or it is at a point where, like, several things, like, I had this Jeep that was like, it was a Jeep Grand Cherokee. And when they change something about a vehicle, folks, the first year that they change it, don't do it. It's the year they went from the 6 to the 8, okay? They did not do the frame. I think they did not recreate the frame for the extra weight of the 8 cylinder over the 6 cylinder. I think that's what it is. The cylinder, 8 cylinder instead of 6. It was a 8 instead of 6. I think that's called cylinders. Anyway, and the car, I think what some people call it is dogtail. It constantly pulled to one side. But in any case, I think they didn't calibrate a lot of things with this Jeep because once a month I was in there and it was brand new. When I received this Jeep, it was brand new. And I'm not complaining because it was a gift, but Jeep, you got to do better. Every month there was a new repair that was like $400 to $1,200 for, and a lot of it had to do with, I think, the new motor or engine and it not being aligned or working well with everything else because they can change that, but maybe they didn't think about the fact of how that would affect the frame and all the other things. Anyway, so um, they're just reminding me of that because what they might be saying is this might be the point where every week or every month there's going to be something with, not every week, but there's going to start to be systematically a breakdown with this vehicle. Now, it might be less expensive in some cases to repair what's going on with the current vehicle than to get a new one. However, are you throwing good money after bad? They're saying yes. So please take all of that into consideration. If he's in a position to get a new vehicle, that is the best thing he can do right now. And I don't mean brand new, I mean like a different vehicle, more reliable. Okay, I'm going to go to Podbean. Amy has a question. Oh, Amy, I'm not sure I can answer this, but I'm going to ask. I was born with a waxing moon and feel like this new moon has brought positive vibrations as well as a closeness to my connections that have passed away and signs to move me forward. Should I be moving forward with love or a new job? Both. I can't answer your question. I thought she was going to ask me something about astrology, and I really don't know about it. As soon as I saw waxing moon, I was like, I don't know astrology. Okay, this is the time for you to flourish in every area of your life, Amy. Um, the beautiful thing about this world and this life is we don't have to pick one. We don't have to pick one. We can have all new beginnings if we are mentally, emotionally, psychologically ready. We can have all new beginnings in work, in money, in relationships, in love, in all of it. People who relocate across like the country can completely have like a whole new group friend and meet a new lover, Mr. Lover. Mr. Undercover. Now I just wanna sing all of that song, or or at least the words I know to that song. Okay, I just have to get one more line out. They call me Mr. Boombastic. Okay, I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. Okay, and yes, her follow-up is, "Are my angels helping me?" You know what, Amy? I answer one question per person per show because there's so many questions. I know you don't see that on Podbean, but on YouTube, the list is long. It is long. Um, so you got your question, and I'm grateful I could answer that for you. Your angels do watch you, but I'm not going to answer your second question right now. If I get through all the other questions, I will come back and answer that for you, but it's unfair to all the people on YouTube. And I will tell you this, people on YouTube are on here asking questions like an hour before the show so they can get their question in. And because there are not as many people on Podbean yet, you guys tend to get your questions answered a little sooner because I go back and forth. So if you guys ever want to skip the line, head over to Podbean and your question will be answered sooner. Stephanie wants to know, hi, Toni. You look stunning. Oh my gosh, you are sweet. I will send you a hug for that. Thank you. Um, I lost my job Monday and wondering when I will get a new job, please. Thank you. Stephanie, where are you located? Where in this big, beautiful world do you live? While I'm waiting for Stephanie to answer, Karen said, thank you, Toni. Exactly. He doesn't have the money. See, that's the huge thing. It may not be worth it to fix the vehicle, but if you don't have the resources to get another vehicle, you have to fix the vehicle. So is it worth it? Maybe not. Should he do it? Absolutely. Maybe fix it and trade it in. I feel like he will get some money because they have such a low inventory on used vehicles right now, but I don't feel like it's going to be what he wants. So yeah. Okay. And Cora, you are also are welcome for I'm kind of going through yours. Okay, Stephanie, if you're still here, let me know. I know some people don't want to give follow like I one thing I love to ask people is to participate in your question. So if you ask a question, please participate when I'm following up. And there's always a reason, like I'm asking a follow up question. So if I'm asking where are you located, they haven't given me why I'm asking that yet, but there's always a reason. Here's when will I get a new job, please? Thank you. November is when you're going to start. September, October. That seems so far away. But you know what I'm going to tell you, love? Stephanie, the interview process is taking super long now with people. If you can find, first, I say this to everybody anytime somebody's asking about getting hired or getting a job, if you are on Indeed, if you're on wherever you're looking for positions and you see a position, also go to their website and also apply via the website of the company. Second, because that kind of comes in on a different pile than the Indeed pile, okay? Go to the website, make sure that company is hiring, see what else they have that might fit for you. And next, you may want to, depending on the position that you're looking for, find a recruiter that can help you find a position that cuts through a lot of the application process. Companies that are using recruiters, it really does cut through a lot of that whole application process. The other thing I'm going to say, Stephanie, make sure your resume is done by AI and it's done to the T. If you've been out of the job market for a minute, you may not know. Companies now have everything going through AI and clean up your social media. Anybody looking for a position, I watched a video with a gentleman who said companies come to his company to do social media background checks on people. And if one of their employees just doesn't like something you have on your social media, maybe it doesn't agree with their views and opinions, they will X you out. And no big company that uses them will hire you, which is just it's crazy in my opinion, but whatever. I will never get me personally, I will probably never get another normal job again in my life. Don't want one, but that's my life. I'm a little different. Um, so clean up your social media. Make sure it's clean all the way back. AI resume. uh, Figure out all the positions you could do with all of your skills, and then also look into a possible recruiter. Go to the website and look at careers people don't often think of working at. Um, I just feel like you might be able to find something that people are not always working at. And I will say this, Stephanie, um, don't fall for any scams. There's a lot of scammers on all the legit job sites. Do not fall for any scams. This is why I'm also saying go to the website and apply, because there are scammers on the thing. So just be careful looking. Okay, love? Thank you so much. Hey, Sua on Podbean, thank you for joining. Going next to Cheryl. Cheryl, is Toni, who passed away, watching over anyone? It's your husband. Yeah, when people pass away, the more we think about them, the more we feel them. Like it feels like they're closer, but they watch over us all the time and they will let us know in the craziest little ways. But yes, watching over the fam is what I'm hearing, just watching over the family. Um, So that's actually the shortest answer that I have so far tonight. Hey, T. Lynn, if you want, you can put your message back up. I'll be happy to answer it. T. Lynn, Pat says, "Hello, Toni. Any opinion on M. Peer, who offers a program at a large special discount now? Would I benefit from investing or no? Thank you." The program is probably fine, but it's not going to do what you want it to do for you, is what I'm hearing, love. Um, I hope that makes so much sense to you. The program is probably a decent program, but what you're thinking it's going to do or what you're wanting it to do and what it's actually going to do, there may be a misalignment in that. Okay, sweetie? So please make your decision very, 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 very clearly. And you are welcome for the clearing. It is on TikTok right now. It'll be up on Facebook and hopefully YouTube tomorrow. You guys, I've been trying to get my clearings up on YouTube, and there's one that's been uploading for like 4 days now. I don't know what's going. And then I put another one up and it went up just like that. So I don't know. So when it gets up on YouTube, it'll get up on YouTube, but it should be on Facebook either tonight or tomorrow, but you can hop on over to TikTok and start listening to it. It's for ghosts, you guys. And the first time I recorded it, I was just coughing and coughing. I made it through, but I couldn't quit coughing. So I re recorded it. I coughed a little bit, but then I just put it up because I'm like, I can't do this 10 times. So anyway, it's up, but it's not my cleanest work. Okay. That's the way I'll say that. Okay, Elizabeth, when do you see my sister having a baby? Elizabeth, happy Wednesday, love. Is she pregnant right now? I hear, well, let's see, Elizabeth, come hither to the front of the chat, Elizabeth. Hey, Rebecca. Um, Elizabeth, is she pregnant already? Is she? Okay, so I hear a year. I don't know if it's a year and you find out she's pregnant or in about a year she has the baby. The baby I see has really big eyes, though. The baby's pretty close, so it might be a year that she has it. It might be in a year that she has the baby. Really big, really round eyes is what I'm seeing for the baby. Elizabeth. So that's what I have. So the closer I see the baby, like if I see ancestors holding the baby, it's one thing, but if I see the baby it like kind of in my face, it's another thing. So my friend watches YouTube. Uh, okay, Mimi says, Tony, could we pray for Alejandro's wife, Blanca? Has diabetes and neuropathy. She wants prayers. Yeah, we can do that. We're going to do this. Let's do a clearing for illnesses and disease in the body. Let's clear all that caused it, all that kept it, um, all the cycles, all the patterns, all the programs of it. And I know that everybody watching or those who are comfortable saying prayers will send them out for her. And you or she can play this again for her. And oh, excuse me. Lately, you guys, when I'm doing clearings, like I yawn, but if you yawn during a clearing, it's just old energy coming out. So don't take that personally or be offended. And the bigger the yawn, like the more energy coming out. And if I'm clearing someone or something else, if I'm doing that healing and I'm yawning, it's like because I'm doing it with and for them, it's coming out also. Okay, just so you know. Okay. Oh, so Love Light says this is from the beginning of the show. He had an abusive upbringing, which drove him into drugs. Yeah, that happens a lot. You know what? I always wish, hey, Simply Jackie, thank you for joining Podbean. I always wish there were like programs, and I hope this doesn't trigger or offend anyone, but like military programs in neighborhoods that kids could go to because the military will build you up to such a family dynamic. The same, like even if there were young like firefighter programs or whatever in neighborhoods, um, it will build up that family, that belonging, and that there's a different future for you beyond whatever you're experiencing as a child. Um, I will say this with my whole heart. The absolute best thing that ever happened to me as a child was me getting into a health club, a fitness for my first job. Um, that probably saved me. from so many different things in so many different ways. And it put me on a projection for my life that was very clean and healthy and such. It was like one of the best things that could have ever happened for me and to me in my life. I wish there were more things like that for kids in every neighborhood. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Erin, hey Tony, just wondering where you see me investing money, needing guidance. Erin, thank you for the question. Really awesome question. I'm going to say right now, um, and I'm going to qualify it, so don't just listen to the first thing I say. You could do property down the line, but to start off with, silver and gold, but not in the market, not on the big NASDAQ market, but like purchasing pieces and holding them. Um, Costco has some pretty good gold bars that you can purchase for a very, decent price to start off with. Purchasing silver. Normally, I don't recommend silver, but for some reason, they're saying for you, silver is a good choice. I am going to say silver, gold, and then down the line, property investment. And I'm going to say that property investment for you is going to look like a a minimal investment at first. Okay, minimal investment with stocks. Minimal investment with stocks. Oopsie. Not stocks. I'm sorry, with the gold and silver. I was just temporarily preoccupied. I'm sorry. Let me re-say this so you're not confused and nobody else is. Anybody who wants to know where to put money right now, I will say gold. Purchase gold. Go to Costco and purchase gold. If you don't want to buy the Costco membership, buy yourself a Costco gift certificate for the amount of the gold bar. Go online, buy the gold bar, have the gold bar, and do that over and over again. Costco. The next thing I would say is if you want silver. In the past, when people have asked me, should I invest in silver? I was getting no, 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 no. I will never tell people to invest in the stock market because of what I've been told about the stock market. So I won't tell people to do that. But if that's where you are, that's okay. I say go purchase the gold. Don't don't invest in it that way. And the silver. Whether you purchase like pieces from pawn shops or whatever, do it that way. Whatever you can do. Minimal. You don't have to go get tons and tons and tons, just minimal. And I'm going to tell you what I'm hearing right now. And you guys make your own decision and make your decisions extremely freaking responsibly. He who holds the gold will rule. Now, I don't take that as you're going to be the king of the world or take that to the nth degree. But those who are holding it, have it, are going to have a certain amount of power in the future. And not power in the way of like political power, but if certain things happen, having that is going to be the best security blanket you could ever have. Part two of that statement is do not ever tell anybody that you have it. Nobody. Do not tell anybody, nobody, that you have it. And a little trick some people like to do is as soon as they buy something, they sell it to somebody. If you don't know what sell it means, I can't explain that on here. I can't. for all the reasons. Um, so, but do not tell anybody like, oh, I bought this much gold or I bought this gold bar. It's very exciting in the beginning. Keep that to yourself. If you can't keep a secret about that, have a conversation with yourself about it, but do not tell people because nobody will keep your secrets for you. Nobody's going to hold on to that. And when you tell somebody you bought a gold bar, they're thinking big, chunky gold bar, and they're going to say it to somebody who's going to get an idea. Don't tell anybody. Keep your business your business. Okay. Silver, gold. And then, Aaron, down the line it will be property, but it will be like investment property, and it will be uh, it will be used as like a property that you will use and bring income in from. Okay, and here's what I'm going to say to you guys: just do it. Don't wait. Stop waiting for the perfect day, the perfect time, the perfect. Nothing is ever perfect. We will always have an excuse or a justification not to do something. Okay, just take the steps and make it happen. All righty? All right. Oh, Love Light says you had a blue car. But Love Light, I don't think that's the blue car we're talking about. The blue car was in some way involved in this, and I know you're not. Okay, Sweet Pea. Um, okay, going down, going down. I don't know where I am in the lineup here. I have no idea. I feel like I might have missed some questions. So give me a second. Hey, everybody on Podbean. See you Monday, Rebecca. I love you so much. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. Um, if you are in Podbean, put your question in. Please put your question in. I will be happy to answer it. I noticed Darlene, you don't have a question for me today. What's up? What's up, Darlene? Okay, going down the list. Let me find out where I am. I did Pat. I did Mimi. I did Aaron. Here we are. Thank you, Mimi, for giving everybody that. T-Lynn, hello, everyone. Was my cousin Janice's passing accidental or a self-exit choice? I love, 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 love the way you put that. Thank you. And what does she have to tell me? T-Lynn, I'm scrolling down. You know what that means. Participate. Let's all participate. Hey, Stephanie, I'll get to you next. I okay, so T-Lynn, how long ago did this happen? Because you guys, when I hear a number or a time frame, I want to confirm with you what the time frame was so I can know. Um, like what I'm hearing and why I'm hearing it. So, for example, right now I'm hearing 6 months, 6 months, 6 months. That could have meant that whatever this was, it had been going on for 6 months, or it happened 6 months ago, or whatever it is. So, I want to make sure of that before I say this. Was it self inflicted? Janice, did you decide to go? No. You know what, T-Lynn, I'm gonna say I don't feel like this was self-inflicted. I feel like this might have been an accident. Or I hear gone wrong, gone wrong, gone wrong, gone wrong. So whatever this is, something went wrong. Like an accident, something went wrong. T-Lynn says here 8081, she was found submerged in car in lake. She'd been missing 6 months. She had been missing 6 months. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This was not an exit plan. This was, before I read that, I heard accident gone wrong, accident gone wrong. Please know that. Don't don't think it was the other way around, okay, sweetie? And that's what she has for you. Thank you so much for your question, T-Lynn. T-Lynn is right there. Um, Gary for Grace says, please, any message for me? My health is very bad. Okay, Gary, we did a clearing for health. Gary, the one thing that I'm getting for you is that it's there's a every time they start a sentence, they stop it, Gary, and I'm not quite sure why. So what I'm going to say, hopefully, is going to come through. Hopefully, it's just gonna fume. Um, Gary, they want to tell you that you are on the right track. Whatever this means for you, you're on the right track. Keep doing what you're doing. The one other thing that I'm hearing is something that you're ingesting, something you're taking is in conflict. So sometimes this can mean if you're on certain medications, they can be in conflict with each other, especially if different doctors are prescribing them. They do not cross check medications for that. If Dr. A sends you this and Dr. D gives you this, they're not checking conflicts, okay? Or you're taking something, you're personally like drinking or eating something that may be conflicting with something you are on or affecting your health in a certain way. So clean that up. Whatever that is, clean it up and you will see a little relief in your system. So that is what I have for you, Gary. I thank you so much for the question. I really hope that did help you. Thank you all. I love you, and I will see you again very, very